Reading in the dark. Horin's love of books. Horin, 1693 to 1741, was a highly learned and gifted Shin Buddhist priest. When he was 17, he served as a temple acolyte. One evening, the temple night watchman was making his rounds when he was startled to come across someone sitting in the darkness behind the lecture hall, reading avidly. "Who's there?" he called out. "It's me, Horin," came the answer. "How can you read in the dark?" The youth looked up at his questioner, and when he looked back down the page, found he could no longer make out the words. Until that moment, he had been so absorbed that he was able to read in the dark. Another time, a friend invited him to join in a group going swimming. Without getting up, Horin said, "Wait a minute, I want to finish reading this." The friend waited and waited, but Horin showed no sign of stopping. "Come on," his friend said finally. "Go on ahead of me," said Horin. "I'll be along. This is so interesting I can't put it down." "Well, wear this hat when you come," said his friend, and stuck it on his head sideways. Evening came, but Horin never showed up. When the other came trooping back, they found him still sitting with the hat on sideways, immersed in his book. The water wheel keeps going. No time to freeze. Okay, that's today's story. Um, that's the power of concentration. Uh, I think we can read in the dark. Of course, this young priest had been reading the book when it was bright enough, and then little by little, the sunset and it became darker and darker. But because he was so concentrating, he could continue reading in the darkness. So once we can focus on something with a lot of enthusiasm, we can derive unexpected power and strength, which we never harnessed before. Mm. Because in our ordinary state of mind, our brain put limitation to our own power. So we cannot go too far. We cannot go across beyond our limitation. Brain is always putting us a limitation. Oh, this is your limit. You cannot go beyond this point. But actually, we have much more potential. When we are focused on something, um, we can utilize such hidden power. It's our potential. So one of our Fraser de calendar says, love your work and do it with enthusiasm. So our most important task is our work, which sustains our life, day-to-day life. So we can spend our time in whatever we want to, in any way. But if we can concentrate on our work and do as much as we can and try to make a lot of self-improvement in our work and try to do it more effectively, proficiently, and give a better and better performance. It's not just you contribute to the company or the office, but you're contributing to your own well-being. Even though our job is not such a pleasant one. It might not be our dream job, but that's not the problem. In any kind of job, we should give everything we have. That's Buddhist spirit. Complaining or do it with a lot reluctantly. Actually, this is a waste of our time. Our time is precious. It's more precious than money. How do we use it? It's all up to us. If we can try to find meaning in our work, in our day-to-day work, our everyday work, our task, most important task, um, we can harvest more and more fruit. This is how Japanese people created the concept of ikigai, Ikigai, ikigai. It's a kind of a well-known vocabulary nowadays. People trying to find meaning in their own activity. So by concentrating on focusing and give everything that we have, then we can find more joy, and we can find mutual joy or joy that we want to share with our co-workers and our family members. Okay, good job, everyone. That's all for today's afternoon recitation meditation. So have a good evening and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Yuichi.
You're welcome, Rick. Bye-bye.